Now a carry for Sanders. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Complete.
Well, he leads the NFL in interceptions and nearly added to that total.
Got his hand on it, couldn't quite corral it. It's been a Pro Bowl type season.
A lot because teams want to avoid that type of a player, but sometimes you just can't. He just knows where the ball is.
Throw left side complete. That's down as they're able to get the third down conversion. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They go back to the ground with Sanders. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. These two teams all tied after one. From the 27, Wilson. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. John Franklin Myers in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So not only do you not get the first down, but you've also made things a lot more difficult on your field goal kicker.
Yeah, they're still in range, but you're exactly right because you know the kicker's over there saying, thanks a lot. You just made my job a little tougher because when he kicks it now, he'll kick it lower because he's got to get more distance. That means there's more jeopardy for the ball to get tipped or blocked.
And this one is right down the middle. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because you know after the sack there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave him exactly what they needed.
Back onto the field come the New York Jets for their 2nd drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things.
Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Darius Slade and the return here will go to the 31-yard line. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open. I think the quarterback spotted him too late, and that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception. Good strong throw and catch right there, and so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Meanwhile, Wilson's throw here taken in as he's able to find Goddard. That catch good for only a couple. On 2nd down now, it's Sanders. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7. If you're going to run against this unit, especially down here, just beware. I mean, they're the top rushing defense in the league.
Yeah, and then they go ahead and they double down with the whole thing because you think, okay, let's throw the ball. Oh, yeah, that's right. They defend the pass pretty well, too. Very difficult task right now. They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And this one is right through. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't bonus should be sky high.
Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again, 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll run the draw with Mostert. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Looking to throw. Carter. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now, I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles just about set to go to work on offense. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. Quick slant here to Smith. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And a missed tackle there as he pushes forward for a gain of 4. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. Not something you want to see in week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Wilson. This one left side caught by Barrios. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the 1st down. And that's what he just did.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. And that's complete to Sanders. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Throwing is Wilson. That swung out wide to Sanders. The Eagles going to take the 1st of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. 2nd and 6 with the ball on the 7. Wilson. And a quick throw here that's complete. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. Play action. It's Wilson. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Sione Takitaki with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. And his kick is good. And now it's a 2-score game at 9, 16-7. Busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for returns. Even though the offense has struggled a little bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call it in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. Carter now looking to throw on 2nd down. Forced out to his left. Uncorks one for Davis. And that's caught inside the 35. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Here's Carter on 1st down. Steps away to his left. He's to the 10. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Jets are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
Terrific. Touchdown. I know we've got a game now.
Yeah, I think anytime you go to the second half down just 1 or 2 scores, you feel not where you want to be, but in a pretty good spot.
And I think for most teams, when they go into the half in this situation, it's not a lot of adjusting going on. It's much more, all right, guys, let's just play a little bit better than we did in the first half.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. On the return, Walker. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. So we are at halftime here on Christmas Eve as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in everyone to this Christmas Eve edition of the EA Sports Halftime Report. So let's get to it. We'll start up at Highmark Stadium, just outside of Buffalo. And that one at the half, 20-7 is the score. The Bills seem to be on their way to what would be a good victory. From there, we head down south to Atlanta to check on the Falcons at home at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And they trail that one over the visiting Green Bay Packers. Aaron Rodgers with 2 touchdown passes. Lastly, let's get out to Jacksonville. See what's happening with the Jaguars at TIAA Bank Field. And they trail the visiting Chiefs in that one. Patrick Mahomes killing it. 3 touchdown passes. Meanwhile, in our game, no shortage of offense as each team has been able to move the ball effectively. Will the defenses show up in the second half? To find out, we give it back to our commentators, Brandon Cotton and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this second half. This will be fielded inside the 5. And a good return up past the 30, but was it aided by an illegal block or a hold? Let's see. So holding will scratch off some of that return.
And I know fans get frustrated when they see penalties of this sort on kick returns, but it is difficult to do it right against these moving targets at full speed. Hard to do.
And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 64 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Well, that was man coverage. So once he decides to run with the football, there's no one to account for him, and he turns it into a nice gain.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. John Kaminsky got him down defensively. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. Back to throw. Carter. Buying time to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a 1st down.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
They put that one in the win column for the defense. Trying to contain tight ends in the passing game is so difficult nowadays, but they did in a big way there.
Carter to throw on 2nd down. Being chased out left. All the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds.
Obviously, a big play was needed, and you can see his eyes light up as he realized there's absolutely no one in front of him. And he takes off and goes a long way. Not only does he pick up a 1st down, but a big gain to boot.
Mostert. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Raheem Mostert with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Jets are going to retake the lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of a season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a touchback here as Walker will sit on this one. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. They'll throw on first down with Wilson.
And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
To throw again on second down. Wilson. And he lost the football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
And the tide definitely seems to be turning in this third quarter as this defense is able to knock the ball free and recover.
And let's look at it this way. Their offense is right back out there who just got them the lead a few minutes ago. This has the potential to be a big swing in this game.
Now Carter, following the fumble recovery, he'll throw. And he's got the hook up to Landry. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
That catch good for 5. It's third down. They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line.
I like the look that they just showed there. When you come out in a passing formation, spread things out a little bit, makes it really hard to cover the middle of the field, doesn't it? Because you got to go out to the perimeter and cover those guys.
Yep, exactly. Got some good blocking, too. Helped him pick up the first. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he rifles it complete, caught by Landry. Touchdown, Jets! Carter Landry with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Jets capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
Now Blankenship on for the PAT.
And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead. That time a 6-play drive. And it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And a touchback here as Walker will sit on this one.
The Eagles coming out as they get ready. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now it's Wilson.
So they'll decline the penalty there and go ahead and keep the yards lost on that last play.
And this third down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. Here's Wilson. Over the middle, complete. It's Smith. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. Here's Matt Hawk now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And taken right on the 30. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. And he's been busy with his feet. He's been quite the scrambling man.
And obviously that can break down a defense. But a lot of it is just that they just get trapped with worrying about it so much that other things break down as well. You know, you break the huddle, and you're not just playing what comes out at you. You're like, oh, God, don't let him outside of the pocket. Don't let him beat us with his legs. And then he starts to beat you other ways.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Dancing to his left. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
And he'll just get rid of it. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
From the gun, a run with Mostert.
And he's got the 1st down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. This one down to the edge of the red zone. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Back to throw is Carter. Operating from the gun. Flushed out right. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Operating from the gun. Carter. The quick slant caught. Touchdown. Carter Landry from 4 yards out. And the Jets extend this 4th quarter lead, and they are getting closer and closer to win number 11. Rodrigo Blankenship on for the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it's finished off by a New York Jets touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. On the return, Walker. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter.
And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. So that one a disaster. A big loss there with second down coming up.
When you lose that kind of yardage on a pass play, you often expect it to be a sack. But that wasn't the case there. They completed the pass. Probably would have been better off just dropping the football and making an incompletion as opposed to catching it and losing that kind of yardage.
Throwing on second and long. Wilson. And he'll complete this one to Berrios. That catch good for 5. It's third down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Open man is Goddard, the tight end. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. So it's a gain of 12 there on the reception, and that'll bring up fourth down. Going for it was Sanders. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
They run out of the shotgun with Mostert.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. The Jets on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is third and 9. Looking to throw. Carter.
And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert.
And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. That's going to bring up fourth down. Only a gain of 2 there.
The key to any screen play is all in the deception. And that means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short gain.
Touchdown, Jets. Elijah Moore. Touchdown number 15 on the year. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead.
You have fun with this one, partner?
I am. I mean, he's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone. This guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up.
4 touchdown passes. Carving him up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And that will bump the lead up to 26. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone.
And penalty markers down on the field. And they might be backing up a bit here to start the drive.
Hey, baby, this ain't good enough for us.
Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. With that field position after the return wasn't terrific. It's not a great starting field position as well.
On first and 10, it's Wilson.
Open right side, complete to Rager. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
Now Wilson on first down. Sanders has it over the middle. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Smith catches left side.
7 yards the pickup there.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Throw right side, caught by Goddard, the tight end.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter, because he has such great skills, you want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Now Wilson. Got a man, it's Berrios, complete. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. To throw again is Wilson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Here's Wilson to throw. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Looking at the late touchdown here, but still down big. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get over.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever. There it results in a touchdown.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
Looks like he'll throw here. Flush to his right. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Jets, it's a big win here as they move to 11-4 now on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, it's another loss as they now fall to 4-11. And they'll be at home for one next week as the Atlanta Falcons come to town. So for our entire crew,
I was talking with my crew before the show. By the way, best production team in the biz, or at least that's what they tell me to say. Anyway, I think it's worth discussing on air for this podcast. The new Nike commercial they debuted last night. It was not good. It was amazing. You get all these dramatic shots with NFL stars like Lamar Jackson and Russell Wilson. But get this, the final